Many people feel as if they're adrift in the world. They work hard, but they don't seem to get anywhere worthwhile. A key reason that they feel this way is that they haven't spent enough time thinking about what they want from life and haven't set themselves formal goals. After all, would you set out on a major journey with no real idea of your destination? Probably not. How to set personal goals. Think about what you want to achieve first, then make a commitment to it. Establish goals that inspire you, that are SMART specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, and put them in writing to help them feel real. Next, we need to make a list of the steps we need to take to achieve our objective and mark them off as we complete them. Establishing goals is an effective way to focus on our ideal future and inspire ourselves to make it a reality. The goal-setting process aids in determining your life's direction. Knowing exactly what we want to achieve helps you focus our efforts in the right places. Additionally, we will be able to identify distractions that could easily divert our attention. Why set goals? Athletes at the highest levels, prosperous businesses, and achievers in every endeavor have objectives. Establishing objectives provides you with both immediate and long-term drive. It helps us make the most of our lives by focusing on our knowledge and assisting with time and resource management. Setting specific, measurable goals can help us quantify our progress and feel proud of ourselves when we reach them. This will help us make progress on a task that may have previously seemed like an endless, futile slog. As we become more aware of our own experience and capacity to achieve the objectives we have set for ourselves, we will also gain more self-confidence. Starting to set personal goals. We establish our objectives on several levels. In order to achieve your large-scale goals, you must first establish your big picture of what we want to do with our lives, or over, say, the next 10 years. Then divide these into the increasingly smaller standards that we need to meet in order to fulfill our lifelong goals. After we have our plan in place, you can finally work on it to accomplish these objectives. For this reason, we look at your lifetime goals at the beginning of the goal-setting process. We next narrow it down to the things we can do today to begin working toward goals, then next year, next month, next week, and so on. For example, the next 5 years. Step 1. Setting lifetime goals. Thinking about what we want to do in our lifetime, or at least in the near future, is the first step towards creating personal objectives. Establishing lifelong objectives provides us with a broad viewpoint that influences all other areas of our decision-making. Try to create goals in some of the following areas or in other categories where they are relevant to us to provide a wide, balanced coverage of all significant areas in your life. Career. What level do we want to reach in our career, or what do we want to achieve? Financial. How much do you want to earn and by what stage? How is this related to your career goals? Education. Is there any knowledge you want to acquire in particular? What information and skills will you need to have in order to achieve other goals? Family. Do you want to be a parent? If so, how are you going to be a good parent? How do you want to be seen by a partner or by members of your extended family? Artistic. Do you want to achieve any artistic goals? Attitude. Is any part of your mindset holding you back? Is there any part of the way that you behave that upsets you? If so, set a goal to improve your behavior or find a solution to the problem. Physical. Are there any athletic goals that you want to achieve, or do you want good health into old age? What steps are you going to take to achieve this? Pleasure. How do you want to enjoy yourself? You should ensure that some of your life is for you. Public service. Do you want to make the world a better place? If so, how? As you do this, make sure that the goals that you have set are ones that you genuinely want to achieve, not ones that your parents, family, or employers might want. If you have a partner, you probably want to consider what he or she wants. However, make sure that you also remain true to yourself. Step 2. Setting smaller goals. Establishing a 5-year plan consists of smaller goals that we must accomplish in order to reach our lifetime plan after we have determined our lifetime goals. Next, make plans for the next year, the next 6 months, and the next month that include ever smaller targets that we need to meet in order to fulfill our lifetime objectives. Every one of these ought to be predicated on the prior scheme. Next, make a daily to-do list of the tasks you need to complete in order to move closer to your long-term objectives. Our initial smaller goals can be to read books and learn about the achievement of our higher-level objectives. SMART goals. Using the term SMART is a helpful strategy to increase the impact of our goals. Although there are several variations, SMART often stands for S. Specific or significant. M. Measurable or meaningful. A. Attainable or action-oriented. R. Relevant or rewarding. T. Time-bound or trackable. Declare each objective in a constructive manner. State your objectives in a positive manner. It is much better to aim for perform this technique well rather than don't make this silly mistake. Be specific. Establish goals that are exact, including dates, times, and quantities, so that we can track your progress. By doing this, we will be able to recognize when the goal has been reached and feel completely satisfied with our achievement. Established priorities assign a priority to each of our multiple goals. This helps us to focus on the most crucial goals and keeps you from becoming overwhelmed by having too many. Setting goals in writing helps them become more concrete and powerful. Minimize operational goals, make sure the low-level objectives we are aiming for are manageable. An overly ambitious objective may give the impression that we are not moving in the right direction. Setting modest, gradual goals increases the likelihood of success. Establish performance goals rather than outcome goals. Be sure to choose objectives that provide us with the greatest amount of control. When outside factors prevent us from accomplishing a personal objective, it can be very upsetting. These factors in business could include unfavorable business climates or unforeseen consequences of governmental regulations. In sports, it could be poor decision-making, unfavorable conditions, injuries, or just simple luck. Establishing our goals based on our own performance will allow us to maintain control over their achievements and receive satisfaction from them. Make sure our goals are achievable by setting realistic objectives. A wide range of individuals, such as employers, parents, the media, or society at large, may establish impossible goals for us. They frequently act in this way without considering our own objectives and dreams. Setting goals that are in excess challenging can also happen, because we cannot see the difficulties along the way or realize how much talent we actually need to acquire to reach a given performance level. Achieving goals, spend some time enjoying the happiness that comes from achieving a goal. Consider the consequences of reaching the goal and note our advancement toward other objectives. Give ourselves a suitable reward if the aim is important. We gain the self-assurance we deserve with the help of all of this. Now that we have accomplished this objective, go over the remaining goal plans, make your next objective harder if the last one was too easy to accomplish. If achieving the objective took a depressingly long time, ease up on the next one. Change our goals if you learn something that might lead you to do so. Examples of personal goals. For her New Year's resolution, Susan has decided to think about what she really wants to do with her life. Her lifetime goals are as follows. Career, to be the managing editor of the magazine that I work for. Artistic, to keep working on my illustration skills. Ultimately, I want to have my own show in our downtown gallery. Physical, to run a marathon. Now that Susan has listed her lifetime goals, she breaks down each one into smaller, more manageable goals. Let's take a closer look at how she might break down her lifetime career goal of becoming the managing editor of her magazine. 5-year goal, become deputy editor. 1-year goal, volunteer for projects that the current managing editor is heading up. 6-month goal, go back to school and finish my journalism degree. 1-month goal, talk to the current managing editor to determine what skills are needed to do the job. 1-week goal, book the meeting with the managing editor. As we can see from this example, breaking big goals down into smaller, more manageable goals makes it far easier to see how the goal will be accomplished. Through the SMART goals we set ourselves, we create the road to our desired future. Step by step, one specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound at a time. Let's keep on striving for success and development, and let the SMART goals guide us to clarity and focus. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and press the bell icon for the latest videos.